So this is called Ballad of Noel Edmonds. It's some songs that I wrote back in February that Ben kindly agreed to play with me. Kindly agreed. And yeah, this is the last time that I'm going to talk normal for the rest of the gig. I'm going to talk like I know what I'm on about. It's going to be really intense and amazing. So this song's called The Ballad of Noel Edmonds. It's like the framing song of the set. I thought it was going to be like a Harry Nilsson really pounding 70s party in the studio kind of song, but instead it's just me and Ben. It goes on for ages. So, but I hope it gives you a narrative to follow. This is called the song, not song, fuck that. The Ballad of Noel Edmonds. It goes like this. When they pulled you out of the jungle, you asked for another house party. But you put out the feelers, found no deal with the dealers. Now the bungee cord had snapped before things even got started. And it's not like it was in the 70s, back then when you was top of the pops. But you made that great leap from Luxembourg to the Beeb, and on the TV multicolored swap shop. Go the TV or radio and everything is gonna be fine. As long as you're in control, we're gonna love you, Noel, and everything you do is gonna shine. The 80s, they started out badly. You lost your wife and you lost 70 grand. Where was a ray of hope with the late breakfast show, but it didn't go exactly as planned. It was the worst night of your life when that young contestant died, but you took it in your stride. Yeah, you made it through. It's all about you, and everything you do is gonna shine. You can go where you want to go, the TV or radio, and everything is gonna be fine. As long as you're in control, we're gonna love you, Noel, and everything you do's gonna shine. The 90s, now that was your decade. House party made you king of our screens, but you let things get sloppy with your theme parks and blobby. 6 years passed till you were next seen, and since then your magic has faded. Opening boxes up just isn't the same. Somewhere you broke the seal and found yourself with no deal, a loser in your own game. When things can't get worse, you gotta write to the universe. Maybe it will send you a sign. It feels like you've lost control, but we used to love you, Noel, and everything you did used to shine. Our saga begins at the end of 1948 in the London suburb of Ilford, where Dudley and Lydia Edmonds are eagerly awaiting the birth of their first, and as history would have it, only heir. With an expected, though not entirely accurate, due date of December the 25th, they've already chosen the perfect name. A name which will soon take on a more portentous meaning than simply the French word for Christmas. And that name is Noel. Joy to the world, for a child is born, though not quite on Christmas Day. The only child of the Edmonds brood, and Noel is his name. God only knows where this boy will go, or what his fortune will bring. One day he'll be loved by a nation. One day he will be king of light entertainment. On Saturday nights on BBC One. He'll be loved by millions, but then we'll betray him though that's yet to come. For now let us turn our focus back towards Noel's childhood, trying hard to get noticed at the anonymous Brentwood. His home life was idyllic, his family were supportive. They wanted him to go to university, but they'd be disappointed though it didn't last long. And he proved them all wrong when he got his own show. On Radio Luxembourg, it was a shot heard around the world, but most clearly back home. Fast bit now then. Lydia from Gideon is what he called his mother. Her belief in her son was infinite, only equaled by her love. And now there's a photo of Noel framed in a window, just to let us all know. Though he may be in Luxembourg or anywhere else in this whole world, this is his home. Yes, he may be in Luxembourg or anywhere else in this whole world, this is his home. Thank you. Woo! Yes, Noel Edmonds finds his first humble footholds in the world of light entertainment in the distant and exotic city-state of Luxembourg, learning his future trade at the nation's eponymous radio station. It is here that he falls in love for the first time with the air stewardess and possible princess, Linda Blau. Their relationship does not last. Outside of work and outside of love, Noel demonstrates a fondness for pranks and also for cars. As would befit the future host of Top Gear, he's involved in a number of high-speed crashes, both of the road and of the heart. Hey, I did that. It's a good one. Move forward.
Can't move forward.
Can't move forward. Nope. That's not a correct chord. Where is it? Yep. I fell in love for the first time with an Icelandic stewardess. I was 19, not yet jaded to this dream. Family claimed she was a princess. Family claimed she was a princess. I was feeling lonely in Luxembourg. I had a small kit car I built. I took her for a ride when the lorry ran the lights. It was a miracle that I wasn't killed. A miracle that I wasn't killed. In this car crash romance, you hit the gas and you take the chance. It's a miracle that I wasn't killed. A miracle that I wasn't killed. Back in Britain I hit the big time. I crashed my car again from sheer thrill. Took another wild ride with my friend Smithy at my side. I wrote his car off, but I never foot the bill. I wrote his car off, but never foot the bill. In this car crash romance, you hit the gas and you take the chance. It's a miracle that I wasn't killed. A miracle that I wasn't killed. We ended up in hospital when we flipped the Ford Escort. You look so beautiful with your helmet crashed wide open. I should have told you then, but I feared my back was broken. It's a car crash romance. You hit the gas and you take the chance. It's a car crash romance. You hit the gas and you take the chance. It's a car crash romance. 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 Thank you. Returning home from a sojourn to the Low Countries, Noel is quickly offered the job of a lifetime. And on the 20th of July, 1969, the same day that Neil Armstrong walks on the surface of the moon, true history is made as Noel broadcasts on BBC Radio 1 for the first time. It doesn't take long until he's a household name, known and loved across the nation for his radio and TV prowess. But one thing still eludes our hero: the water speed world record. Then, one day in the early 1980s, Noel meets a charming businessman named Basil Wainwright, who promises to help him achieve his dream by building the world's fastest boat, Excalibur. The cost, £70,000. How can Noel say no? But alas! The seemingly perfect Mr. Wainwright turns out to be a con artist of the lowest order. Noel's dreams are never found. What's a sad one? What's a sad one then? You have fallen on your sword. Your dreams have fallen overboard.
That was cheeky.
You've been a mighty monument to your unstoppable success. It's just a wooden model on your desk. You promised you 300 mph. What you got instead was just an empty plate, blazoned in royal colors with a complimentary stand. What happened to your 70 grand? Oh, Mr. Wainwright, a boat will be the fastest of them. I think I fucked that up.
Let's just go from there
But something just don't feel right.
Shit, that was my
Left me stuck here, standing on the shore. In fairness, that could have been me. Have I heard your name before? Mr. Wayne. Okay. Excalibur could have been your next big thing. The sword would not succumb, would make you a king. The lady would not let you take that lance of legend from her lake. Your next big thing became your big stick.
Let's do it right this time.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Wainwright, your boat will be the fastest of them all. That's me. But something just don't feel right. You've got me here, stuck without an oar. Have I heard your name before? Sure, I've heard your name before, Mr. Wainwright. I tricked you, didn't I? Thought I was going to end it. No chance. What should have been a mighty monument to your unstoppable success is now just a wooden model on your desk. Probably think that's as bad as mine. My camera was at an angle which made it sound wank, so sorry about that. Hoping to bounce back from the Wainwright affair. Sorry. Noel takes on Saturday night prime time for the first, and thankfully not last, time in his career. Alongside Mike Smithy Smith, he hosts the Late Breakfast Show, a cavalcade of special guest pranks and daring stunts. Unfortunately, tragedy once again lies around the corner. And on the 15th of November, 1986, a young contestant, Mr. Michael Lush, plummets to his death during the rehearsal for a bungee jump. Noel is naturally devastated and immediately resigns from the show. Oh dear. That's bad, doesn't it? So this song is about that.
Need more of that.
Need more of what?
More of that.
The talking. He didn't die on the telly, he died in rehearsal for the telly. I was at home when they called about you. Didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. I'll always remember when the bad news came through. It was early November, it was a Thursday afternoon. And early the next morning, when Smithy came calling, we drove to the hospital. It seemed the right thing to do. Stood here awkwardly talking to your family in mourning, telling us stories, lots of things about you. Were just a young man with so much left to give. Me, I think I'm done, man. How can I live with what I did to you? I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling from a great height. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling from a great height. later in Bill's office, I made myself a promise. I don't want to do this. If I can make it through, I'm done. I'm a battered race car driver, a fatal crash survivor. What's the point in striving if I'm no longer having fun? You're just a young man with so much left to give. And me, I think I'm done, man. How can I live with what I did to you? I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling from a great height. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling. I can feel myself falling from a great height. It was the worst night of my life. Laughing at that, man. Fresh from the tragedy of Michael Lush, Noel makes a triumphant return. The unimpeachable and irreplaceable king of the BBC, hosting, amongst other productions, Telly Addicts, Noel's Saturday Roadshow and Noel's Christmas Presents. But it is in 1991 when Noel welcomes us into his manor home of Crinkley Bottom for the first time. Yes! That he first truly becomes a god. Unfortunately, Noel's house party, the very program that has cemented his legacy, is also the one which destroys him. Amidst format changes, budget cuts, and declining popularity, Noel closes the doors to Crinkley Bottom for the last time on the 20th of March, 1999. Hey. Special date to you. Born that day, maybe.
See how this goes.
Mess with this a bit. Stop sounding shitty. Where's? Oh, that'll do, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah, good enough. This party is finished, but I'm not gonna cry. It's the end of my series, not the end of my life. Though I might not believe it, I somehow know this is right. I've just gotta deal with it, take it all in my stride. It's goodbye to the cameras, goodbye to all the guests, goodbye to the audience. Hey, I wish you all the best, but I've outstayed my welcome, and it's time to confess. This broadcast corporation has left me in a mess. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. For 30 years I've built my career out of blood and sweat and gunshed tears. It's clear to me now there's no point in fighting the tide. And so I'll jump ship before I get pushed. It's all ashes to ashes, and oh yes, dust to dust. Here lies Noel Edmonds, a BBC suicide. And I'm sure I'll return to your screens in due course. I am broken, not beaten, nor am I beating a dead horse. But the beat has betrayed me and thrown me out the door. Still there's always ITV, or maybe even Channel 4. I've taken so little, I've given so much. If only King Midas had the Noel Edmonds touch. I was a lion and the broadcasting house was my pride. And so I'll jump ship before I get pushed. It's all ashes to ash, and yes, dust to dust. Here lies Noel Ernest Edmonds. Here lies Noel Ernest Edmonds. Here lies Noel Ernest Edmonds, a BBC suicide. Oh yes, I am. Here lies Noel Ernest Edmonds, a BBC suicide. Thank you. Walker on the piano guitar.
I know what the B stands for. I don't know what the C stands for.
There's a question that's a bit come up in a minute. Okay.
Who's Noel Edmonds?
Right, so Ben's picked up now. Who's Noel Edmonds?
Get out!
Francois actually he doesn't know he's from.
From Luxembourg.
Well, with his reputation and fan base in tatters, Noel disappears into a metaphorical wilderness. He will not be seen on television again for 6 years. His unique group business is significantly damaged by HBOS, PLC, financiers, a misfortune which he claims caused him to develop prostate cancer. And on the 18th of January 2005, he attempts suicide. Fortunately, he survives! And thanks to his new interest in cosmic ordering, that same year he stages a successful comeback. And no, I'm reading the same bit there. A successful comeback as the host of Channel 4 game show. Deal or No Deal! But this is not the end of Noel's struggle. His return to fame is bittersweet, bringing with it a variety of eccentricities and outlandish outlandish claims which marginalise him from the mainstream and ensure that he will always be regarded as something of a fringe figure. See if we can play this then.
You can.
From a tune or not? Something strange is going on, it seems. I have noticed several changes with the way you deal with your dreams. You've always been eccentric, but it seems like you're on the border. There must be some imbalance in the mighty cosmic order. You've been preaching lucky numbers and writing on your hands. You insist that there's a logic here no one else here understands. You say that negativity and stress are the main causes of cancer, but this EMP pad is a scientific answer. Strange circles, I'm looking at the wrong sheet, appear to you in photographs. Melon-sized parents assuring you they've got your back. It's the ones who shine brightest are the ones who have cracked. What's the next verse now? Sorry guys. Come on now. What else did Noel do that was weird?
The hair?
Sloppy.
Been rallying the forces for revenge on TSB. Oh, he's bought a dummy for his taxi. So he can drive in the bus lane. Is it possible at all? You've gone a little bit insane. phone calls to people's pets? Are they really calls for help? Feels like you're happy again, but it's not always easy to tell.
Whoa!
Please make sure you're looking after yourself. Now, we had a Lemonhead song earlier by my pals Ben and Jack. This is kind of like a Lemonhead song.
Is it?
It actually fucking is, mate. So, we're going to change what we're doing. We're going to go, it's a shame about Noel. It's a shame about Noel. It's a shame about Noel. It's a shame about Anyway.
Where's Ben?
Ben died. Yes, while in the 70s, 80s and 90s we were laughing with Noel, it is now abundantly clear that we, the great British public, are laughing at him. But does he deserve it? At this juncture in tonight's presentation, I would invite you, the audience, to join me in determining once and for all, is Noel Edmonds guilty or innocent? Don't shout it, you've been given your ballots. I can provide pens. But before we engage in this world-changing trial of Britain's most troubled light entertainer, I would like to open the floor to any questions you may have about any of the subjects covered so far this evening. So what would you like to know about Noel?
I know what the B stands for. I know what the C stands for. But what does the B stand for?
It's a mystery, I will take some of it.
What do both stand for?
Mr. Robbie.
What do you mean?
What did Noel do to Mr. Robbie?
Mr. Bobby's alive and well. Now, I don't want to be a stickler for accuracy, but Mr. Blobby appeared in an episode of Loose Women in 2018, in December, where he gave his opinions on the Brexit crisis and on Noel's time in Celebrity Jungle. He's still around, and you know, he's still out there talking about Noel whenever he's asked.
Did Noel shoot Clive Anderson?
Noel did shoot Clive Anderson. That is correct. Okay.
Who's Clive Anderson?
Clive Anderson.
It's alright, it's next week's show.
It's not. Daniel!
Have you ever been to Blobbyland?
I believe that I did go to Blobbyland. I don't have any concrete memories of it. Beth has memories of Blobbyland, but I don't. I watched the YouTube videos. Okay, rabble, yes?
Could you get on with it?
Can I get on with it? Okay. Well, one last question from Jackaboo.
What species is Mr. Blobby?
Blobby.
That's
the name of the species. Anyway.
not a species.
Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to please complete and submit to Ben. Where's Ben? He's there. Your ballots as the trial of Noel Edmonds begins. Phil, press play.
No, he's not ready. Hang on.
Phil, press play.
This begins the trial of Noel Edmonds, brought before this court today for crimes against society, entertainment, and his nation.
I see your stony faces, no compassion in their eyes. The verdict has been reached before the judge even arrives, while 1,000 angry victims are watching from the wings. The trial of Noel Edmonds begins.
I think this is the point where Noel Edmonds pays back for what he's done.
extensive list of witnesses, the stories of his life. From embedded business partners, former friends and former wives, all united in their grievances, which everyone will hear. But one thing seems abundantly clear. You are a dead man! You were once a loved man, adored across this land. We hung on every word, and we ain't quite out of hand. But somewhere along the road, it seems you lost the nation's trust. So it's come to this, we have finally had enough. The endless stream of enemies abates and lets you speak your remarkably calm as you outline your beliefs. Your arguments seem reasonable, but one thing makes no sense. Why didn't you ask Miss Morgan to act as your defense?
Because actually Noel's one of my TV favourites.
You were once a loved man, adored across this land. We hung on every word, and we leaned right out your hand. But when someone spare a thought for poor young Michael Lush, and so we have to say, we have finally had enough. Jury leaves the courtroom, they must deliberate. If we all are honest, account what is your fate. The foreman reappears to hand the verdict to his honor, but as the judge rises to speak, the room all screams in horror. Seats are safe for now, no, but wait for the appeal. 'Cause you were going down, no, we deal or no deal. Yes, you were going down, no, we deal or no deal. Yes, you were going down, no, we deal or no deal.
Thank you. That was me in the past. Doing that bit. Sorry, what was that? I'm not going to mention the lottery. That's for what?
Personal. That's personal.
That's personal. But if you do want to see an example of how loved Noel was in the mid-90s, do go home and search on YouTube for the first ever episode of the National Lottery, where that man could have literally killed someone in the studio, live on air. He could have killed Jesus, live on air, and the British public would have eaten it up! Anyway,
Should I announce myself?
Not yet, thank you. At the moment. The votes are in! And things aren't looking good for Noel. But even the darkest of nights is to be followed by dawn! And before we announce the result and leave Mr. Edmonds for the evening, be he smiling or stewing, I have one final redeeming vignette for you. In 2006, on the set of Deal or No Deal, Noel meets Liz Davis, a makeup artist, and his life changes forever. This time there will be no car crashes, no failed business investments or dead contestants, only love. As Noel turns around in his chair and comes face to face with the woman who will one day be Mrs. Edmonds. His newfound positivity shines through as he thinks to himself happily, there you are, at last. I'm going to play a song about that now. And then... a song and then we're doing the... There you are, 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 at last. My whole life I have been searching for someone to love me as much as I love myself. With just one look, my heart filled up with positive energy, and just like that I could tell. There you are, there you whole perspective has been rearranged. I thank the cosmos you were there. You were a temporary makeup girl, deal or no deal backstage. I could sense you in the air. There you are, there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are at last. You know the words. There you are, there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are at last. The 16th of October 2006 at 6 minutes past 11, having fallen out of favor, having fallen out of grace, I fell in love again. There you are, there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are. 12 years later, something about his life hasn't changed. When I come out of the jungle, I run to you. And while it's true, everything that I do no longer has a shine. You have a shine enough to. And it's a shame about no. 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 Thank you. How did Noel do, man?
We'll do it like a political broadcast.
Okay.
Votes for innocent was 12. Votes for guilty was 13. Remember to vote, kids. Your vote counts.
So no. Well,
Oh, he did it.
what I was to say, guys, sorry, Noel.
What now?
You're not getting another series, mate. Oh no! Certainly no. Well, that's the end of the Ballad of Noel Edmonds. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to play 3 songs that we do normally.
That we have for sale.
We got all 3 for sale. We got all 3 for sale, and we got shirts for sale as well. £10. That's a bargain. That £10.
Get the drummer
Fuck
involved.
you, Sebastian. You got one. Those are some songs that we do with our band, which Sebastian is in. Pardon?
If only you had a drummer.
If only we had a drummer, yeah. Where is Baz Baradell when we need him?
No one else in the room.
Sebastian, I'm a drummer. Come on.
We're going to do 3 songs. Thank you for sticking with us. This first song is called The Failed Soviet State of My Heart. It's about 2 best things that humanity's ever come up with, which are...
What's that then?
Do you know one of them?
Noel Edmonds.
Love.
Communism.
Love and communism. And who wants to finish the joke? It's about how neither of them work in practice.
I'd be there.
You really nailed it, lady. In the failed Soviet state of my heart. We haven't practiced this, have we? What's the next chord? In the failed Soviet state of my heart, where the winter lasts forever and it's perpetually dark. Pick that up. The dream is just a memory. The revolution never stopped. I don't know who it was. The failed Soviet state of my heart, A dream that we were promised never came. She never came. A dream of honesty and equality where every man is the same. Instead this heart's corrupted and I'm bound here by these chains. If you think this is bad, just see how that is. See the state of my brain. Things are looking bleak. The curfew's being enacted. There are armed guards on the street. Though it's surrounded by barbed wire and encased into a foot of concrete, the Soviet heart still continues to beat for the failed Soviet state of our love, of our love. Though the whole thing fell apart, we still tried as hard as we could. I wonder how they'll remember us when they write the history books. Probably not for the great social improvements that we made. You want to do the next one?
To the lives of the workers who
We must read in our slaves.
Sorry, but I was understanding.
But we treat us equal
And so equally paid.
Then we'll be receiving 50% less than as the fee for this gig. You'll get fuck all, mate. Though they loathe and detest and all feel betrayed, I, the failed Soviet state of our love. So about car crashing, yeah, pretty much. Your bride from a faraway land. You once held me hostage, now you hold my hand, and I'm happy just to be alive. The tale of our union's now so widely known, how a Pulitzer Prize waited for me back home, but I walked the wrong way in the demilitarized zone. Was arrested as an enemy spy. You brought me before you, no guard and no gun. Said your last name was Kim and your first name John. Your smile is a rainbow, your eyes they're the sun. You're a god here on earth. Sparrows will sing your name on the day of your birth. I was sleeping on stone, I was feasting on gruel, but it was all worth it to share in your rule. It was worth it to stand here, your bride. You brought me before you, no guard and no gun. Said your last name was Kim and your first name John. Your smile, it's a rainbow, your eyes, they're the sun. You're a god here on earth. Sparrows will sing your name on the day of the sparrows will sing your name on the day. Your sparrows will sing your name on the day of your birth. As the nuclear ash settles over Pyongyang, your eyes meet me a bride from a faraway land. People back home, they just can't understand how I'm happy to stand here, your bride. Yes, I'm happy to stand here, your bride. Yes, I'm happy to stand here, your bride.
Went off script there, mate.
That's what I do every time, you just don't notice. We got one more song, thank you for bearing with us. Like I say, we got these t-shirts, £10 each. Don't, give us a tenner, go on. Alex needs to eat. Yeah, I'm in a lot of debt, my wife doesn't know, but She knows now. Oh, we got singles which feature Sebastian on the big guitar, and they're £2 each. It's a bit more reasonable.
Where did you record the single,
We
Alex?
recorded a single here at Juliet Tango Soar. Home of good music. Can you use that?
Yeah.
There we go. So this is a song about a worse way to die. What? What?
Yeah,
Morale?
Is that the new one?
Because we're not playing it as do it one day. We're playing it like normal.
Am I on the CD?
You're on CD, yeah.
Yeah, he's on
it,
CD
yeah.
as well, yeah.
Fucking hell, everyone's on it.
I was supposed to be, but you know.
We just said that to shut you up.
The greatest tragedy in my life is that Jack isn't on any of my CDs.
Yeah.
It's an even greater tragedy when he's on one. Because then I'll look back at the past CDs and I'll think, why wasn't Jack on that?
Should we sing a song?
And then I'll remember, it's because I hate him. I'm sorry, Jack, that's not true at all, but you pushed me. You pushed me there.
I'm saying.
And look, your dad's just sitting, letting me abuse him in front of all these lovely people. What a prick. I love you, Jack. Next time you see me and Ben play a gig without Sebastian, it's going to be with Jack on the drums, unless you come here on the 17th of July, which is our next gig. You won't be ready yet. No, not our gig. Our next gig's on the 19th of July at Dubrek in Derby. Derby.
With mouses who are really good.
Yeah.
Why am I playing with you?
Because they're really small.
They tell us the drowning's the best way to go, but how could they know that? I mean, how could they know it isn't exactly like any of them have died? I was gonna say drowned. Burning to death, yes, you know that's the worst. I mean, it's burning to death, and shit, yeah, that's gonna hurt. To be burned to death, you first gotta be burned alive. Worst way to die, or so I conceive it's the worst way to die. Oh yes, I truly believe all that. Worst way to die is without you by my side. No, I'm not suggesting no suicide pact, no asphyxiation, nothing like that, and I won't harm a happy heart with a homicide. I'm talking years down the line in a hospital bed when I'll smile to you, Jack. I'm intravenously fed and I'll say to you, honey, thanks for coming along for the ride. I could be eaten by lions, I could fall down the stairs, but it wouldn't be nothing if you were not there. For the worst way to die is without you by my side. I'm just going to sing the title of the song now.
Okay.
The worst way to die is without you by my side. The worst way to die is without you by my side. The worst way to die is without you by my side. Imagine a really good guitar solo instead. The worst way to die is without you by my side. The worst way to die is without you by my side. The worst way to die is without you by my side. We're gonna take it home now. Could be 70 years, could be more, it could be less, but if I die here and now, I would be happy, I guess. All that. 'Cause the worst way to die is without you by my side. Oh. The worst way to die is without you. I can't live, babe, if living is without you. Oh no. All that. Worst way